folk panic buying for this coronavirus business. And first it was toilet roll and hand sanitizer, then it was pasta and rice, and now it's all manner of things. For a long time, me and my husband were just taking the mick out of them, saying how they were selfish and stupid and all the rest of it. And that's still true, they are selfish and stupid, all these panic buyers, but and I thought we'd be alright around here, because people around here ain't got the money for panic buying. But last night I got a bit worried because people were taking photos of local supermarkets with hardly anything on the shelves, and they were saying they're rationing bourbons now, you know, the brown biscuits, they're rationing them in Aldi. You're only allowed two packets per customer or something. So I was thinking, at what point do you not go and do it yourself because of the children? And I don't mean go nuts like them. I'd never go nuts like them, because that's just selfish, leaving nothing for people who can't afford to stockpile, people who are waiting for their wages so they can buy food, or people who only get out once a week with their carer and stuff like that, pensioners and things like that. It's selfish. I don't mean go nuts like them, but just get a few extra tins in, because the thing is, one of my children is a fussy eater. So if it come down to it, if there was nothing in the shops, he'd just have to make do, because he's just fussy. But the other one, he's allergic to quite a few things. So it's like, if there was only certain things in the shops, I couldn't just give it him, because he'd be poorly. It's just worrying me a bit. But I'm like, I'm getting upset because it's worrying me. But I'm like, it just annoys me, because all these people being selfish, you're just making it difficult for normal people. But I said, I've got to go to Aldi anyway this morning for a couple of bits. Bread, milk, some pizzas, I need some cereal. But I said to the husband, what if I get there and it looks like the shop's been raided, there's hardly anything left? Do I get a few extra tins in? Tins with good dates, things like tin vegetables and tin fruit and things like that, so that if there is a week when I go to the shops and there's nothing, I've still got something to fall back on to feed the kids. And he's been very against me joining in as well, because he hates the panic buyers as well. But when I showed him the pictures of local supermarkets with the shelves practically empty, he was like, I think you're going to have to do it. He said, but don't go nuts, don't get loads because it's selfish. And I said, yeah, I know it's selfish, I just mean a few bits. And he said, only get stuff for good dates. And I was like, yeah, I know, I'm only going to get stuff for good dates. And then he was like, only get stuff we're going to use. I was like, yeah, I'm not stupid. But he just reiterated what I was already going to do. Not go nuts, because I'm not going to be selfish. Just get a few bits so I feel comfortable that if worst come to worst, I could feed my kids, especially the one with allergies. Good date stuff we'll use anyway. So if it all turns out to be nothing and the shops are fine next week, it's stuff I'll use anyway. I used to keep a few extra tins in anyway. I thought, like, on a week we had more money, I'd buy extra tins. So on a week we haven't got money, I've got that in. But I haven't been able to do that recently because the council tax has gone up and the rent has gone up and the water has gone up and my husband's wages have not gone up. So normally I'd have a few extra tins in anyway. So this is how I'm justifying it to myself. Usually I'd have some extra tins in anyway. But I think we've got to go anyway this morning. We're going to go. And if it looks worrying to me, I'll buy some extra tins. And if it doesn't look worrying to me, I won't. That's how I'm justifying it. But like I say, I'm only doing this because we've got kids. If we didn't have kids, we wouldn't be bothered. We'd be like, the only time you panic buy is when the bartender says, when the barman said last orders kind of thing. I would not be panicking if we didn't have kids. It's only because we've got kids and one of them's got allergies. I'm like, do I get stuff in? Do I not get stuff in? I don't know what to do. So, yeah, we'll see. But this is all because of the... Nearly swore them. This is all because of these panic buyers. But yeah, it comes to a point where you're like, does it become the sensible thing to do? To do it a little bit yourself, but responsibly so. Not like wiping the shelves out. Or are you just panicking for no reason? But when you've got kids, can you risk it? See, this is the thing, isn't it? Panic buys make normal people panic buy because they make them panic. Anyway, I need to find my hairbrush. I brushed upstairs with me and I can't find it. We need to find it and then we'll go. Look at this, Pinky's gone and put a laser gun on to cut it short. I hope it don't come to that.
Toilet tissues? Look, everything is there. Nappies are normally full, aren't they? 10 pounds for
We're on my home now. I'm glad I went. It's like the end of the world in there. Folk are going nuts. I've tried to be responsible and only took like 2 of everything I wanted rather than like 28 of everything I wanted. I'd already decided I didn't want any pasta because I've got sufficient pasta in, but there were none left anyway. And there were loads of things I wanted that they didn't have anyway. Yeah, mad. I'm not overly worried because the things that aren't long life, like fresh fruit and veg, packed meat, stuff like that, is not going to get bulk buyed because the bulk buying things that last a long time. Also, in a couple of months, God willing, I'll have lots of food in the ground growing down the allotment. And I have bought more than I thought I had. When I packed it all out, I have bought more, but that's because there was nothing in there. I thought, oh, I need to get that. I need to get that because that's nearly gone. Like, there's only one of them left on the shelf. I need to get it, stuff like that. So I'll show you what I bought for my stockpile first, and then second I'll show you what I bought for now. So this is my stockpile. I've got, actually that shouldn't be in cook stockpile, I need that now. Let me move that. 1 minute, Pink. This is for my stockpile. Sponges because there was none left and I was like, I need to wash up, so I'll get them. Chicken and noodle soup, 1 tin. Tuna, 2 tins. See, I've tried to not buy too much stuff. 2 spaghetti hoops, 2 tins of pineapple in juice, 2 tins of mushed peas, 2 tins of garden peas, 2 tins of carrots, 2 of these vegetable rice because the kids like this, but also there was no normal rice, no normal pasta. They were the only tea bags I could get. Look, the box is all ripped, but the tea bags were fine aside here. Just 1 minute, Pinky, please. A jar of beetroot. Look how dusty it is. I must have got it from right back at warehouse. Jar of strawberry jam. 2 tins of peaches, because Beanie went, oh, peaches, and I was like, don't touch my peaches. I'm washing up liquid, because again, there was hardly any there. Just 1 minute, Pinky, just 1 minute. Just two baby wipes. Sorry, she's putting me off. Nappies, because there was hardly any nappies. I mean, if I run out of nappies, I'll be alright, because I've got my cloth nappies. But because there was hardly any there, I just picked one up. I know I totally bought into panic buying, but I just picked one up. A cow pole, because that's always useful with little kids. 2 of these instant pasta cups, because the husband likes them. Some wash powder, because I always need, with 4 kids, I always need that. An instant noodles. There was hardly any chocolate. Somebody had bought all the white chocolate, so I got a tin of chocolate, a jar of chocolate spread. Sorry, she's putting me off. 1 garden pea and ham soup, 1 chopped tomatoes, 2 tins of spaghetti, 2 tins of beef and vegetable soup, 2 tins of chicken and vegetable soup, a summer fruit and barley squash, a peach fruit and barley squash, and an apple squash. And there's Pinky rearranging it all. Right, Mummy, put all this away, Pink, and then we'll do the stuff Mummy bought for now. This is Mummy's stockpile. Nobody's allowed to touch it unless there's an emergency. But don't worry, none of this will end up in landfill. It will all get eaten. I'm not silly. I just thought I'd say this on Pinky. She's just had hand, foot, and mouth. She's better now. She's not contagious, but the sores are scabbing up, so that's why she looks like that. You're still pretty though, Pink, aren't you, sweetheart? Because Pinky put me off, there was a couple of more things from my stockpile and I forgot to say. Jaffa cakes, 2 packs of bourbons, because they're ration now, you're only allowed 2 each. And nuts. They're the rest of the things in my stockpile. This is what I got for now. I do my normal shop in a few days. That's why there's not really any fruit and veg, so I should get that then. Cereal, because we've run out. Apple, because the kids love this and they haven't had any in Aldi for ages, and today they had like 2 bottles, so I put 1 for my stockpile and 1 for now. Loaf of white bread, a white chocolate unicorn to put away for Easter Bunny. They had no cheese pizzas, so I got 3 pepperoni, but there was hardly them left either. Some chocolate, some strawberry pencils, strawberry lace for the husband's sweet cupboard. Pizza subs. I haven't bought these for ages, but they're the only cheese and tomato pizzas they had. Sorry, Pinky's putting me off again. Life with children. 2 packs chocolate trifles, 1 tin of carrots, some bubble bath, some butter, some cheese top cobs, some new potatoes, some milk. Apple and pear fruit barley. The kids haven't tried this one and Pudge wanted to try it. Toothpaste. I needed to buy that in a few days on our weekly shop, and there was hardly any left on the shelves, so I was like, I'll just have to buy it today. Sunflower oil. 2 of these instant pasta pots. I put 2 in my stockpile, but these 2 are for now. They're for the husband when he gets in from work and he's hungry. Shampoo for me. Yes, I need anti-dandruff. I'm not ashamed. More sweets for the husband and leeks. You don't need no water, Pink. She's got a toy cooker and she keeps pouring water in it, but then it goes all over the floor. Anyway, that's what I got for now and to put away. This morning I was riddled with guilt about it, but when I actually got to the shop and saw how bad it was, I'm glad I did it. I think I've been sensible as far as the children are concerned. People have been silly though, like that video with them 2 fighting in a shop in Australia over toilet roll. What's that all about? I can't, it's no wonder I've no subscribers, is it? Can't be professional here. What was I going to say? No idea. Pinky, get out of the cupboard. Nobody's allowed in that cupboard, that's my stockpiling cupboard. What was I going to say? No idea, it's gone, it's gone. Thing about situations like this is, I mean, I'm not scared about the virus because it's not that bad in England at the minute. And also I'm of the opinion when it's your time, there's nothing you can do about it. It's the people being nuts I'm worried about, and the stockpiling. And the thing about situations like this is it brings out people's selfishness and it brings out the primitive. And like today, with me deciding to go and stockpile, there's nothing more primitive than a mother's love and protecting your children and just having a few tins in. I mean, there's 6 people in this house. That isn't a big stockpile for 6 people, but just having a few tins in just makes me feel better that I know I can feed my kids no matter what happens. I'm gonna go now because she's driving me nuts. And I have to throw the shopping away tonight, Pink. She's not talking now. I've invited her to talk.